The day my husband Ethan got promoted, a coworker sent me a photo from the therapy room. He had his hand on his ex-girlfriend's waist, leaning over her, pinning her down on the table. They were staring at each other. I printed it out and set it on the nightstand. He came home late that night, smelling like orange blossom cologne. He froze when he saw it, then started explaining. You know this is just my job. The spot where she hurts is really sensitive. I had to find the exact angle to press on it. That's just a bad camera angle. I pulled the blanket up around me. Okay, go to sleep. You've still got her pelvic alignment therapy tomorrow. He looked surprised. You're not mad? I shook my head. He couldn't let go of his first love. Fine, I had one of my own. When I didn't say anything else, he went to take a shower. The pose in that photo didn't look like physical therapy. It looked like a hug. Mia sent it to me, a nurse in his department. We interned together. She only wrote one line. Avery, I'm not trying to start drama, but Dr. Ethan has done this every single day for 6 months. After his shower, he sat on the edge of the bed and messed up my hair. Avery, Chloe's back injury is serious. Regular therapy doesn't work on her. I have to get close to find the right trigger points. I was treating a patient. That's it. I turned my head away from his hand. I know. She's a prima ballerina. Rehearsals have been brutal and her back muscles are spasming again. I don't trust anyone else in the department with her. I know. You know how good I am. I'm the best one there. I gave him a small smile. I know, Dr. Ethan. You're a saint. She and I broke up a long time ago. We're just friends now. I didn't answer. I knew how far back they went. Chloe came back 2 years ago and never really left his life. Pulled muscles, old injuries flaring up, couldn't sleep, needed him to come work on it. The night we went to the courthouse for our marriage license, she messaged him at 11. My back is locked up again. I can't move. It hurts so bad. He'd just taken his coat off. He read it, said nothing, and put his sneakers back on. I stopped him. Does it have to be tonight? She's alone in that apartment. Nobody's there to take care of her. He leaned over and tucked the blanket around me. I'll be back soon. We'll go get our courthouse photos in the morning. He got home at 3 with massage oil on his collar. It rubbed off while he was working on her, he said. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just remembered the date. Every time she came up, it was the same line. She's my patient. It's my job. The more helpless she acted, the more patient he got. Everyone said the two of them never really broke up. I was his legal wife, and I felt like a prop in their love story. He started to say something else, but his phone buzzed. He glanced at it, his face changed a little, and he silenced it. It's probably her. She gets anxious before a big show. Answer it, in case she can't sleep and blows her rehearsal tomorrow. He didn't. He put the phone face down, rolled over, and pulled me into his arms. Don't overthink it, babe. She and I are ancient history. I didn't hug him back. A sharp pain shot through my lower stomach, like something pinching me from the inside. I kept my mouth shut. Even if I told him, he wouldn't care. At 6:30 the next morning, Chloe called right on schedule. Ethan, I can't rehearse. I seriously can't even lift my back. His voice had that fond, helpless thing in it. Chloe, you've been dancing for over 10 years. You're not a rookie. She whined into the phone. Would it kill you to comfort me a little? He was quiet for 2 seconds, then softened. Fine. I'll come over after morning rounds. I'll get a pain patch on you first, and then you're buying me breakfast and helping me stretch. He laughed under his breath. Maybe I should just apply to be your company's full-time doctor. I wish. Would you dare though? Wouldn't your wife mind? The bathroom door was open a crack. I heard every word. He hung up, turned around, and froze when he saw me. She's just stressed before the show. You really do take good care of her. Maybe you should apply for that job. He frowned. Another wave came up from deep in my stomach. I grabbed the doorframe. Move. I made it to the toilet and dry heaved. Nothing came up, but the cold sweat wouldn't stop. He stood in the doorway without coming any closer. Did you skip dinner again? I gasped. My stomach. It hurts. He looked at how pale I was and answered like he was reading off a chart. Lower back strain can compress the sciatic nerve and cause referred pain in the abdomen. It's normal. You've been up late editing videos. Your posture is terrible. That's why you hurt. My fingers locked on the edge of the sink. It's not my back. He acted like he didn't hear me and wiped off the doorknob with a tissue. You never say anything when something's wrong. You only play the victim once it's unbearable. It's exhausting, Avery. He checked his watch. I've got Chloe's therapy this morning and a consultation this afternoon. I can't stay. There's painkillers in the medicine cabinet. Take 2. Then he added, turn the fan on when you're done. Don't leave a smell for other people. The second the door slammed, another wave hit and I couldn't stand up straight. I tasted metal in the back of my throat. He had all the patience in the world for every inch of Chloe's spine. My pain was exhausting and gross, so he saved his bedside manner for certain people. I wiped my face, ordered myself an Uber, and went to the hospital. The doctor handed me the ultrasound report with a grim look. The embryo implanted very low, right by your old scar. Continuing this pregnancy is a huge risk. I stared at the blurry shadow on the screen and couldn't say anything. Her voice got gentler. With something like this, you should decide with family. Should we call your husband? I opened my mouth and realized the only name I had was Ethan. My parents died when I was young. When I married him, I thought I finally had a family. Now a doctor was asking for my family, and I was holding that paper with freezing fingers. I called him from the steps outside. No answer. I texted him. Emergency. Come home now. When I opened our door, a pair of pink ballet flats was kicked off in the entryway. Chloe was curled up on our couch with one leg on the coffee table, her ankle in an elastic bandage. Ethan was kneeling in front of her, working on her foot. Did you roll it again at rehearsal? I didn't land clean. She frowned, and her voice dropped into a whine. Ethan, am I out for another 2 weeks? The fascia's tight. Don't rush back on stage. He squeezed her ankle. Does this hurt? Yes. She smiled up at him. But not when you're here. I'm here, he said. Those 2 words. He'd basically never said them to me since the wedding. Another wave hit, and I grabbed the entry cabinet, knuckles white. That's when he finally looked up. Where have you been? You look pale. I started to say I'd been at the hospital, but Chloe got there first with a sigh. Avery, please don't get the wrong idea. My ankle was so swollen I couldn't walk. Ethan didn't want me taking an Uber alone, so he brought me here to treat it. I didn't look at her. I need to talk to you. Chloe gasped. Ethan, my toes are going numb. He bent right back down, voice even softer. Don't move. The ligament's still loose. Give it a second. I tried again. Ethan, can you take me to the hospital? She grabbed his wrist at that exact moment. Did I break something? Why does it keep hurting more? He frowned at her foot without looking up. Avery, if you don't feel good, go lie down. I'll check on you when I'm finished here. Don't bother. I went to the bedroom and shoved the ultrasound report into the bottom drawer of my vanity. That night, he knocked. The guest room's too damp. Let Chloe take our bed tonight. You can crash in there for one night. I opened the door. Chloe was already walking into the master bedroom with a glass of warm water. She sat on the edge of my bed and reached into the nightstand drawer for pain patches. Don't touch that. I'll get it for you. Her fingers had already found something else, an unopened box of birth control pills. She raised an eyebrow. You guys have been married this long and you're still on these? She gave Ethan a look. Didn't you used to hate these? You always said you never wanted kids. His face changed. That's enough. Did I say something wrong? She kept smiling. You said it yourself. If you ever had a kid, it'd only be with me. Nobody said anything. I looked at Ethan. He looked away. So all these years, he wasn't being considerate by not pushing me about kids. He'd already made the call for me. My stomach seized up again. I pulled the report out of the drawer and headed for the door. Avery, where are you going? I didn't look back. Where else was I supposed to go? To take care of a kid he never planned on having and never deserved to know about. By the time I got to the hospital, I couldn't stand up straight. The ER doctor looked at my ultrasound and my blood work, and her face went dark. This is very likely a ruptured ectopic pregnancy. You could bleed out at any minute. We need to admit you and prep for emergency surgery now. I leaned back against the chair, soaked in cold sweat. Where's your family? Surgery like this needs emergency consent and someone here with you. I sat there a long time, then I called Ethan. It rang forever. I could hear Chloe crying in the background. Ethan, my foot is swelling again. Come look at it. His voice went soft instantly. Don't move, babe. I'm coming. Ethan, come to the medical center. His voice went cold. If you really don't feel good, let the doctors handle it. What am I going to do there? The doctor says next of kin has to sign the consent form. I could barely hear myself. I don't have anyone else. You're all I've got to call. 2 seconds of silence, then an irritated sigh. Avery, stop doing this. I know you're an orphan and you grew up in foster care and you've got abandonment issues. That doesn't mean you get to guilt trip me every single time. That went into my ear like a needle. I doubled over and my vision went black. The call ended. I stared at the dark screen and my legs gave out. He knew exactly how alone I was in the world, and he used it as a reason to push me away. I braced myself on the wall, got up, and scrolled to a number I hadn't called in years. He picked up on the first ring. Avery? My voice shook. Can you come to the hospital? A short pause, then a chair scraping back. Text me the address. I'm on my way. The next evening, Ethan took Chloe to a college reunion. A few drinks in, somebody started Truth or Dare and the bottle landed on him. Ethan, be honest. If Chloe hadn't gone abroad back then, would you two be married by now? The room went quiet for a beat, then everybody laughed. Chloe leaned into his side, smiling. Stop it, you guys. Ethan's been married 3 years. While she said it, her hand slid over his. He didn't pull away. You're holding hands and telling us to stop? Answer the question, Dr. Ethan. He raised his glass. Next question. They laughed harder. Chloe took his phone for a selfie and her finger stopped over the passcode screen. It was still her birthday. You never changed it, she said quietly, leaning on his shoulder for the picture. My back's still stiff. Block the angle for me. He frowned a little, but he turned to block the light for her anyway. Someone asked if they could post it. Go ahead. My wife doesn't check my social media. Then he added, she's been in a weird mood lately, always complaining that something hurts. The laughing died down. Sarah, a coworker in the corner, looked up. Are you saying Avery's faking? Obviously. Sarah's face changed. Last night I was at the medical center. I saw Avery getting rushed into the ER. Some guy was holding her up. The doctor said it was a ruptured ectopic pregnancy. She was hemorrhaging. And the guy who signed her consent form wasn't you.